So say you're playing on Minecraft survival multiplayer or PvP or something like that, and you want to set up a base where you can, if someone tries to break in, you can trap them, you can collect their loot, and it's relatively easy to make, requires very little materials and can be built within the first 10 minutes of gameplay. If that sounds like something you need, then this is probably the trap for you. So let's take a quick look at how this will actually work. You can imagine this is similar to the initial tunnel that I showed you. So when a player walks in, probably, most likely they're going to break the top block and the bottom one to open up a hallway. So you can imagine they break this block here. So this is the third block along, if we're just going for a reference, 1, 2 and 3. So out here you can count 1, 2, 3. So on this block there's a sign, and above that sign is of course a piece of gravel. So what happens when they break this block is this sign will be removed. This gravel block will naturally fall down. It is a gravity orientated block, so it will fall down if it has no support. So this block falls down into this gap here, and this gap here, if I remove, I can't remove that yet. If I remove this, we can have a look. You can see there's a torch, then a space, then a flower. So what's happening right now is, whether or not it's day or night, it doesn't make a difference. Whether or not it's day or night, this torch is supplying a sufficient light source to this flower, which keeps it alive. Now if this torch is blocked in any way, the light will not get to the flower, which will knock the flower out. I can show you a quick example of this. If I place a flower in here, right now it has sufficient light thanks to the sun. If I block it, it's immediately destroyed, and I'm sorry about the rain. So yeah, going on that concept, when this block falls down, it blocks that torch from lighting this. So let's go and take a look at what the flower's doing then. So now the flower is supporting this gravel block, which has signs attached to it, which is holding gravel, which if you actually look is the floor in here. And you could disguise this easier. I mean, you could place some gravel to make it look more natural and not obvious, but that's supporting those gravel blocks or sand blocks. So when the light gets removed, you can imagine this falls down, this will get destroyed, this block will fall. Because of that, this has nothing to stay on, so this will fall, knocking this one off, and then giving free rein for these two blocks to fall down. So if you actually look at that live, if you imagine this is the block coming down, okay, let me try that one again with the light blocked off. So you can imagine this is the block falling down, that dies, this fall, and you've seen those blocks fall. So hopefully that explains it well enough. Now let's look at building one. You want to place 3 blocks like this, then you want to place light, a flower, a piece of gravel. On that piece of gravel, with the torch to your left, you want to place a sign, then another one like that. On top of that, on top of the sign that is, you want to place a piece of gravel, then another one. This is being supported by these signs. From here, you want to go up, put 3 blocks there, a sign over here, a piece of gravel on top of that. Then you can fill in your walls. Make sure not to put a block there. So fill in your walls here, and your roof. So then, directly beneath these 2 gravel blocks, you want to dig your hole. This is obviously a flat map, so it goes to the void. And you want to fill this in just a little bit, so you can block out any light, because that's the whole mechanism with the flower there. So block all this off, and around the flower, and torch as well. So, oops. So you should be left with this. The only open space should be directly beneath the gravel block there, so that it can fall in. And that should be it. So if we test this, that falls down, does its thing, and that goes down. So hopefully I explained that well, and hopefully you find this useful. Otherwise guys, my name is Sneaky. All credit goes to mzimg, I think is how the name is pronounced, mzimg. Either way, credit goes to him for finding this cool little discovery. Hope you found that useful, and I will see you all later.